I was planning on making a video and throughout April only make videos where I talk as if I experience everything completely in non-duality, because as the experiences get more mystical, it's harder and harder to find words because you encounter sensations that there's no word for it in your language, because maybe like one of every 1,000 people have experienced it. So, in the words made of the masses, you're not going to find the vocabulary in language to describe what you are experiencing. And then you also have the element of bliss. So you can say, well, what is the nature of ultimate bliss? Is it the body? Is it the soul? Is it the spirit? What is it? And that question is kind of weird, because it's like if you had a really intense orgasm and I came in and started asking you philosophical questions. It's like, shut up, stop. I need to be here and be here in this moment and experience this great, fantastic feeling, right? I'm bothering you. And then it's also the theme of discipline in the white lataif, the perfection of the soul, which is having the discipline to realize that, okay, I'm doing hatha yoga, I'm doing tummo. I really need to focus on my lucid dreaming though. And currently I'm not doing those dream checks. And I had this experience where I was very successful, where I did a 16-hour meditation, essentially, with the dream checks. And it immediately bore fruit into a lucid dream that very same night. But I went really hard when I engaged in that process. And then, of course, I was able to do the difficult thing it is to realize that I am dreaming and to have that union with the body that you have in the dream. And this is desperately needed. You see, when you don't count the sleep, you only have 2/3 of a whole. You're lacking like 33-34%, and maybe those are, when you're lacking it, that's the most important third, right? So I have to really get back into the dreaming and check that out, because it's sorely missing. And I see these monks and these yogis talking, they're not even mentioning this. It's like, it's supposed to be 1/3, right? It's sorely lacking. I gotta get in on this, and I gotta sort out. This can be my contribution. This is something I should get in and do immediately, that we balance this horrible misunderstanding that the dream state, the sleep state, is unimportant. Dude, it's 1/3, and it's just covered in ignorance and delusion. It needs to be worked on. And then it's also the thing with the psychedelic and the ayahuascas and these kinds of things also is getting shunned for no apparent reason. Or you could say that, okay, I realize that as a monastic of the Sangha, you want to represent well for the Sangha. And this is illegal in many places, and you don't want to get in trouble because you get to sit and meditate. And it's extremely important that there is this option to renunciate and go into somewhere where you can meditate 16 hours a day. We mustn't disturb that. So I kind of have this nice position where I can do this and they can do their thing, right? But at the same time, everybody has got to do everything all at once at all times, because we're actually just trying to do one thing, which is to realize non-duality, get control of the consciousness, and ultimately just snuff out the unnecessary, unsatisfactory elements. But right now, the big gift is found over at sleep and lucid dreaming. Maybe some psychedelic, but it's like, you see the thing about the psychedelic, right? is the same thing as about dream, which is you go into it, you go into the dreaming, you become lucid, you do dream yoga, which is just to do yoga in your dreams and get that same body awareness. And then you're actually there. And it's just as if you did you did this great, very rare experience, but you have a chance every single time you go to sleep, right? And so you're really there. It's like, oh my God, I'm really here. And what happens then is the Bardo. And it's basically this shift in state of mind where it's like, okay, you're now fully here. You have now realized your body outside of this. So you basically picked it up and joined with it over here. Very, very nice. Now starts the Bardo experience, which is another way of saying, in order for you to realize non-duality and reach full lucidity, you're going to meet uncomfortable and benevolent entities. And no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how benevolent, you're not going to give away authority by believing in a outside objective reality. You need to understand that you're here and become fully lucid, not just a little bit lucid, but fully awakened to the fact of what the mind actually is. So you have like these uncomfortable, nasty entities that want to cut your dick off with scissors, and then you have like, oh, just give me the power and I will take you to paradise. I'm your friend, buddy. And what the assignment is something like, just look at it. It's like, no, you're a spontaneous form that arises and takes a shape, can be pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, but I'm lucid and I'm actually here. I brought my body over here. It's time to bring my mind and non-duality and go full on in.